Good day everyone, my name is Mark Kevin C. Ortiz and today I will discuss to you the fundamental principles and conduct of law enforcement officials. The rigid application of fundamental principles in police work is necessary to avoid human rights violation and maintain respect of the profession. Thus, PNP members have the following responsibilities. First is to prevent and control crime, disorder and oppression by influential political groups, abusive soldiers and the policeman, tyrannical policeman, and decadent society. Second is to recognize that the fulfillment of its functions is dependent upon community approval of its existence and on its ability to obtain and maintain responsive support and participative cooperation. Third is to recognize that in order to secure and maintain approval, support, and cooperation of the public, it has a collateral responsibility of securing the willing assistance of the public in the task of securing observance of law. Fourth is to recognize that when the community cooperates and assists the police, it diminishes proportionately the need for the use of physical force and compulsion in achieving law enforcement objectives. Fifth is to seek and preserve public favor not by soliciting public opinion, but by constant demonstration of impartiality by ready offering of individual service and congeniality to all members of the community without regards to their wealth, friendship, social standing, and race, and by ready offering of individual sacrifice and to some extent the sacrifice of relatives. 6 is to use physical force only when the exercise of persuasion, advice, and warning is found to be sufficient in the pursuit of law observance, or to restore order, and shall resort only to the minimum degree of physical force necessary on any particular occasion in achieving law enforcement objectives. 7th is to constantly maintain wholesome relationship with the community that gives reality to the historic tradition that the police is the people and the people is the police. Police officers are members of the community who are paid to render public safety services due upon every citizen, endearing the principle that a public officer is a public trust. 8 is to recognize the need for strict adherence to the law, refrain from usurping the powers and authority of the judiciary in avenging individuals, judging guilt, and punishing the guilty. 9 is to recognize that the test of police efficiency is the absence of crime and disorder, not the visible evidence of law enforcement action in dealing crime and disorder. Enshrine the principle that crime prevention is better than crime solution. Measure is the better than countermeasure. 10 is to recognize that the test of law enforcement integrity is the presence of personal moral responsibility exemplified by virtuous behavior and non-compromising law enforcement officer. 11 is to recognize that the achievement of professional service depends principally upon the constant development of police education and training, research and planning and exercise. 12 is to recognize that the stability of the public, the continuity of sovereignty, and strength of democracy depend upon a police organization that is constantly aware of the sensitive balance between individual freedom and collective security, ever alert to the dangers of extra-legal or immoral procedures, and never compromise principle in favor of evil means to attain the good ends. 13 is to recognize the ever magnificent principle, love God, honor the government, and respect the people. Lastly is to recognize that the people is the peacemaker, that police is the peacekeeper, and the local government is the peace preserver. He goes beyond and above of his role. He must observe the three in internal and external relation, consult, coordinate, and cooperate. That's all. Thank you.